Good morning, everybody. I'm Molly from Bell Farms. Okay, so today I am going to be working in the garden. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this. I don't have any experience with growing anything under plastic. Really, I've only gardened like one other time in my life, so I'm very, very new to this. So anything that I'm doing, it should not be taken as an example of what you should be doing. This is just me figuring this out and just going ahead and just doing it. We'll see how it does this year, and then if I need to make adjustments, I will make adjustments for next year. So Shane and I were out here yesterday, and we planted some of the tomatoes that I picked up from Tim and Carol Mayberry at their farm. We went to visit them on Tuesday. Today is Friday, and we always have such a wonderful time when we go to visit them. I got some really nice flowers that I'll show you guys. And I got these tomato plants too. So Tim has his own YouTube channel, Surviving Maine on 20 acres. So you guys should check him out. So I've got my tomato plants here. So I've got two different varieties that I'm starting with this year. And this one is an indigo rose. So this is an 80-day tomato. This is a smaller, like cherry tomato, but it's kind of a purpley one. I'm really excited to see how these grow. I love to eat them. They usually have a really wonderful flavor, so I'm going to see how they grow. And then on this side here, I have my beefsteak tomatoes. So Carol grew all of these plants. I have never seen a more beautiful greenhouse. All the plants that have come out of there are just gorgeous and so healthy. So I have high hopes that my tomatoes will look as good as their tomatoes, but I doubt it. I did get some tips from those guys on what to do to grow them because I've really only grown tomatoes one other time. So Shane and I are going to put kind of like a trellis up. We're going to put a line up here and run them down so that I can tie the tops of the tomatoes up. And I'm going to try that this year. So not baskets. I'm going to try the string technique. And I'll show you guys that process when we get there. We haven't quite figured out how we're going to do it. And the whole idea is putting all these tender plants underneath the pivot here so that we can just kind of turn it on and water things quickly and not have to like run the pivot for a long time or move it. And then after the tomatoes is going to be cucumbers. So I'm going to plant as much as I can. I think these rows are like 1,000 feet long. I kind of overdid it. Like I do not need this much plastic, but we will see how it goes. I'm going to put pumpkins in the back 2 rows, I'm thinking, and I'm working on squash in these ones here. So we've got some holes poked and we've got some stuff planted already. As you guys saw, this ground really isn't the best for these plastic rows. I mean, we probably should have rototilled it, but we're just going to see how it goes this year. Last year we didn't really have much of any kind of garden for lots of reasons, but it being really wet was one of them. And so anything will be better than last year. All right, guys, so I'm going to get to work and I will bring you guys back in a little bit and I'll show you the progress. All right, so this seems to be working pretty good. If I walk down the rows and burn the holes first, and then walk back and put the seeds in, that seems to be the most efficient way to do it. Sometimes the plastic catches on fire. Okay, so the other thing is my holes are kind of close to the edge, and the reason for that is because the corn planter passes really we're right on the edge of the plastic. So I'm kind of putting the holes probably a little closer to the edge than you normally would, but that's where the fertilizer is. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this is fun. It's nice out. Ray's over there cutting up wood. All right, so progress is going well. I only have like 250 of each of the squash seeds, so I'm just gonna plant them all and see where that gets me. The places where the pivot is running over the plastic, I'm gonna put a bunch of dirt on that because I don't want it to tear the plastic and then the plastic to start blowing, because that would be kind of a pain. So, all right. Got my flags. So this video is not going to be that long. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of this planting stuff. Even though, like I said, I'm not really sure exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it here. But it is a beautiful day out, and I wanted to just share a little bit of this with you guys. So I'm going to keep planting. I'll give you an update on what's going on in a little bit, and I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, so I did some planting. I got some cucumbers in. This little patch here with these flags will be cucumbers. Shane put some stakes up for the tomatoes. They're not quite big enough to string up yet, so he has some little flags in there just to help them strengthen up a little bit with the wind. But that's going to be it for this little section here, so I will catch you guys later. Not sure if I'm going to add this into another video or not, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.